Yo, it's Juggy. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, today is a big day. I was making some YouTube tours earlier, made myself some food. I am chilling. I am just making a quick update because I have not made a long form in a while. But today, we're doing some fun stuff here. I've realized that I am not doing much. I am thinking about doing and I am doing about doing, but I'm not doing. So, this is going to be a final day where I actually don't do anything because I realize I need to do stuff. And one of those things that it's going to immediately start is the fact that we need to start making videos for the main channel. I have readjusted everything that I am doing. I am no longer focusing on my reaction channel, no longer focusing on my gameplay channel. I'm only focusing on Beat Saber, having that be a vlog thing, having my rank go up in that, and me absolutely grinding and specifically going for everything when it comes to my main channel. So, what I have realized is that I need to make myself a new schedule around that. So I've already so my first thing around a schedule is that I made so like first of all my first iteration of my schedule was I wake up at 5 a.m. I get ready until 6 till 7. I work and then I go to work and I come back and I immediately start working again. So I've readjusted. Number one, I need to be able to hang out with friends. Two, I actually don't need to do anything in the morning because I'm not exactly that productive in the morning, so I need to stop wasting time. Three, I need to be able to have at least 1 hour in the day where I actually have personal time. Four, I need to be able to I've also been reading a lot of books. One of the books is 4 Hour Work Week and Slow Productivity. Those two things I'm going to put together by basically making it so that I do very, very small calculated decisions, but like in a short time frame. For example, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a schedule around me publishing videos. Let's just say I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is just do publish. I'm gonna publish a short daily, but then I'm going to every 48 hours after each short. I need to study the data and iterate what is a better version of that short and how to improve the shorts. That also works for the videos. So we're doing long forms, and then the long forms every Saturday. But then after 2 days, I'll look at the data and immediately improve for the next video. And then when it comes to that's that general gist. And when it comes to that as well, since I'll be focusing on very specific details, making things super simple, then this means that I don't have to spend that much. Hold on, I need to quickly. Fucking. It was very loud. Now, let's just quickly say something. I don't have to spend so much time on everything. If I can make video editing a simple process for myself and make it fun, but then make it the videos just good but on the point, then I shouldn't have to spend much time because I'm just iterating small things every single time. So, with that being said, we are going to make it so that I have to spend. We're also gonna try and condense time because YouTube is not the main thing that I'm going to be doing with my time. It is going to be a case of I try and make the best things I can in the shortest amount of time frames and still be able to make good stuff. And then also be able to improve my skills so that I can then focus on other things in life, like doing certain hobbies, learning new things, reading new books, doing new, all that shit. And then I can spend less time on the YouTube and actually focus on other things in life. But first, we need to iterate and be fast as hell. And we're going to make sure that we can get this whole channel up and running to the highest degree possible. So, my general idea is that what I'm going to do is I'll start off by I need to choose one. And we'll just do a time frame on it. In fact, I have some time. I have a timer for alone time for myself, but I'm realizing that I might as well get this done now because I won't be getting it done anytime soon. So I need to just do it now and get it over with. So, with that being the case, I also realize I need to get a whiteboard so I can write down all this stuff and then schedule it because every day counts and I need to focus and make every day count. So, my plan is that actually, no. What I was going to say is that I need to make a choice between if I'm going to record all at once or if I'm going to record separate little tidbits or if I'm going to record like a general video and then make the video like make portions of the video equal to a short, and then put those shorts out, but then make the video more cohesive with each thing, which might actually be the best decision that I now that I think about it. Because if I have it so that a short that already keeps your attention span for 1 minute, then I can just make that for 8 minutes, but then make them cohesive. So, okay, we have to either let's make a decision. We're gonna make a decision right now. Actually, we're gonna make a decision right as we speak. If we're going to do one or the other, because we're not gonna. This is gonna be the stall. So, what are we gonna do? We either make several videos or we make one whole thing and do the editing. Because otherwise, another thing that I'm realizing is that if I can do this iteration time, what I can do is, since I will make it so that I have a certain amount of times before each short that I need to make, any free time that I have can go towards all sorts of other things. And also I can play other games, so I can see what videos I want to make for those things. And then I also can experiment and do other things with possible content ideas on the sidelines. So all this stuff starts to make it so that I have calculated decisions, make the time frames be very like exquisite. Okay, so do I want to make them separate, or do I want to make them all at once? I'm just looking at my camera screen because I'm just like thinking really hard right now. I think okay, we're gonna do batches. I'm realizing as I am speaking, I'm thinking about the time frames I'd be using, the time that I put into everything, and then the time it would take. I realize if I just have one day, for example, tomorrow is Saturday, so that means that I'm gonna be grinding shit out for about 4 hours. But here's the thing: I'm not gonna spend. This is another thing that I'm gonna try. This is gonna be very interesting. We are not going to spend all day. I'm going to make it's like I'm basically acting like Jeff Bezos or a CEO, because I remember he even said in his in an interview, like, and this is, I guess, I mean, I might as well, I'm kind of trying to, then again, I'm trying to run a business, I guess, within YouTube. But it's like he was like, oh yeah, I get 8 hours of sleep because I'm about to make three really important decisions, not 8 tiny ones. So, and I'm each day trying to make one big decision every day for each of my pieces of content. And I cannot be spending like 8 hours on everything. I just have to do small little bits every day, and I should not work for more than 2 hours. And if I can do this correctly, and I do my focus correctly, then I should be able to iterate fast enough and quality enough that I should be able to make a work week without even having that much hours in. Why is there a fucking fly? Bitch, what the hell? I'm getting a call. One moment. I'm back. That was a nice little phone call. All right. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to make it so that because during this time, I should be able to spend very little time doing everything because I should be able to like if I do this correctly, my life should not be this whole thing entirely. I should be able to make very calculated decisions, and you're getting the point. Make calculated decisions, and then I should be able to do whatever. So let's stop talking so much. Let's go ahead and get to the point. So, what I'm gonna do is, well, actually, hold on a minute. I don't know if it's going to be really easy for me to make a schedule on Google, like on Google Calendar, and make a thing where it's like I change it every. I'm an idiot. Of course I can. Of course I can. Why am I acting like this? I can absolutely do that. And then again, and I'm also thinking about this on my Google Calendar. I have it to where here. In fact, you know what? We're going to go ahead and go to this so you can see everything. Great. So, there's this. I recently just started deleting these, and then I'm going to start deleting all these so I can remake my entire schedule because I am now decent way in. And look at this. Finally, this Monday was the final day of having 2 weeks of this whole schedule, and I've been doing fabulous. I don't know if you can tell. I'm glistening because my morning routine has been paying off. My morning routine has been paying off. I realized I cut myself off there. And in case any of you are wondering, my morning routine is I wake up at exactly 6. I immediately get up, take a piss, go ahead and I go ahead and take a big drink of water. I do some exercise, take a shower, and then I make myself some food. I do chores, I brush my teeth, and I go to work. That's the whole thing. I get home, and then I immediately do a couple chores, make myself some food, have an hour of alone time. Then after that, I do an hour of work towards my YouTube, and then everything else falls right after. What I'm planning on doing is doing an hour of doing an hour or so of YouTube work, and then 30 minutes of Beat Saber, or 30 minutes to an hour. Anything after that is completely just free time. I can do whatever the fuck I want. So, with that being said, and then also, since that's the general daily schedule, I don't need to have alarms. These were all done because then I would be able to keep myself on a grind. But none of these things go towards anything. My whole realization was, oh yeah, I'll do everything and make it all content so that it could all go somewhere. But that's not going to be very productive. So, what am I going to do? Okay, that's actually really loud. I need to fucking turn that down. Okay, great. So, now, with that all being done, because here's the thing. If I'm doing everything, I'm already going really fast with everything because I'm reading a lot. And the reading is helping me refocus everything that I'm doing, and it's been getting really nice over time. So since I'm now focusing solely on this YouTube stuff, because if I can calculate it and I can do it, and I say this is like being like, oh, I'm going to do it, but I actually got to do it, so I got to do it, and so I'm going to see if I can do it. But main point is, I can absolutely become a full-time YouTuber within this time frame. It just has to do work, calculation, everything, and that's why I'm bringing you guys on with it. And I realized that over the last few days, the only thing that's been getting done is me exercising, my morning routine, and me going, oh yeah, hopefully I go to the MVD today, which by the way, I already have that scheduled. So then, and I'm realizing I can use a family member of mine is going to help me get my permit. So I'm just going to use that as like right now, next week will be the time that I do so. So I won't have to worry about that. But that's the only time when we'll make it so that that's the only thing. Everything else we'll do on our own turf. As soon as we have that permit, then we'll start scheduling times with people to start driving. We'll schedule times to start getting IDs. We'll schedule times to get a license. We'll schedule all of these things. And then as soon as I get that driver's license, as soon as I get that stuff, then it's home free, baby. And we just have to start earning money, get a car, and then Everything else is completely like now a thing where I can be completely autonomous, and then our goals can go fucking nuts. We can go everywhere, and I mean everywhere. So, with that being said, for Saturdays and Sundays, I'm having this idea. Well, actually, hold on a minute. Because, well, no. If I'm done with everything, okay, first of all, I'm going to delete this as well. We already know our sleep schedule. Morning routine, we already know this one. We don't need to have a reminder for it. For more wind down, we also don't need a reminder for this. We can already do that on our own turf. Sleep, I don't need to do that either because that's not necessary. So, with that being the case, so from 6 to 7. 6, 7, 6, 7. I hate that. Okay. This will be morning routine. Boom, baby. And then we'll make it so that this daily, because we're not going to change weekends from weekdays. We're going to follow, what I'm planning to do is follow the same sleep and morning schedule every day, no matter if it's a work day or a regular day. We just change what happens within the middle of my nighttime routine and my morning routine. And my morning routine is not that bad. I don't think it's going to be bad if I consistently make it so that every morning I get up at 6 and get ready by 7, and that's going to be my morning routine every day. I think that's going to be an issue. Most places are going to be fine with that. So, with that being the case, we're going to make it so that that's the case. 6 to 7 a.m. is going to that. There we go. And then what we're going to do is, so then after that, at this point, I would have eaten my breakfast as well. Brush my teeth. I'm fully ready to go. Let's do stuff. So then what am I going to do? We are not going to work anywhere past 12. I want to see how much we can do within from 7 to 12. After 12, after lunch, then everything is completely on my territory. I can do whatever the hell I want. This is where it becomes like hardcore work sesh. Nothing is in the way. So with that being the case, we have to, well, then again, it is weekly. So, and we're obviously trying to make weekly videos for my main channel. So with that being the case, we're going to make it so that I'm thinking here. Well, actually, no. Hold on. I need to think about this. So from 7 to 12, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 12. So that's so 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. Okay, that is 5 hours. That means we have 5 hours entirely, which is also funny because this is totally doable as well, because this is the amount of time for like part-time work hours for because there's jobs out there that are for social media managers and they say part-time. This is about the time that I can complete everything in 5 hours. The only thing that is in my way is if I don't have the right templates for making better videos, and then if I don't know what the idea is. So then with that case, how do we split up these 5 hours? Okay, I've got it. So, 7 to 8. This will be a whole hour just dedicated to these things. That's how serious it is. So, idea generation. That'll be that. This will be weekly on Saturday. Save. Title idea. Weekly on Saturday. Thumbnail idea. This will also be weekly on Saturday. Fabulous. This one will have to change. I'm going to change this to ideas. Save. This all events. Okay, great. Okay, and then we're going to do scripting. Weekly on Saturday. Save. And recording. Weekly on Saturday. Save. So this will be the main thing that I do each morning. That will be the main block. This is the main block of like no one fucks with me at all. Everything afterwards happens and I'm completely free. Everything around here is where literally I act like this is life or death, or as if this is now my new rent. That's how I need to act like. This is my new rent. This is my job. But here's the thing here. The thing that is going to make this work is that I only do it within those few hours. Only those. So nothing else. So I have to be very, very specific. I need to train my brain to just hammer out ideas right then and there and do all the work I can right then and there. No exceptions at all. So we have to just do that. That's all we can do. Because outside of that, if we make any mistakes, then great. We'll have to just work on it. Fantastic. But those 5 hours are entirely just work. Wait, no, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Those 5 hours completely just work. Now, every Sunday. Because after that, it's just I do whatever I want and we'll just see where things go. We'll make a schedule for everything else after the first thing that we need to do is just make sure that I'm doing things. Because outside of that, anything that's scheduled will need to be like, okay, I've built it, but this needs to be built first. This is the most important thing. Hold on, man, I'm also getting a call. Okay, got another phone call. I'm back again, and I am just now realizing. So, what I'm realizing here is I can probably use Sundays as days to edit. So what I can do is record on Saturdays, like literally just make the best video ideas, make the best, like just generally do all this shit, do the best stuff. Because if I do this stuff, it'll make me excited about doing the video. But I also want my brain to be able to like do it on a pace that's reasonable. So what we're going to do is that every Sunday during this time for work, we're going to, like, I'm trying to balance it between I edit and I play games for fun so that I can plan more stuff for the next week. Because at this point, the only thing when it comes to iterations, especially because I'm going to be doing batches, so I'll be doing big idea generations, and then during the week, I'll be like doing the small editing, doing all the general channel management throughout the week, and then also be able to have all that free time. But then on the weekends, have that small amount of time where I make a good video idea, I record it all, and then on Sunday, I start doing the whole process. But I want to be able to have a time where, in a way of making it like work in a way, I want to make it so that I have a few hours where I edit and plan out stuff, and then I have another period of time right after that. I'm trying to figure out, because there's 2 periods. I want to make 2 periods where it's editing and then play. But the play is so that I know what I want to do for the next time for more ideas. So, like, it should be able to be reinforcing. So just like, yeah, like Sunday, I just play, explore things, have fun, and do stuff. And then that should encourage more creativity for the next Saturday. And then the Saturday has more ideas. It all kind of layers up and stuff like that. But I'm curious on where to go for it first. I wonder if I should do editing first or if I should do the creative stuff first. Or like just do play first. Here, what we're going to do is we're going to No. Then again, I'm dumb. I can just make it a habit thing. So in this case, what we'll do is okay, I've got it. We'll do editing first. We'll do weekly on Sunday. And then from here to here. No. Because I still want to be able to. Yeah, because then morning routine, I'll have breakfast. I'll do the editing. I'll do the play. I'll do Beat Saber. And then right after that, I'll have lunch. And then everything else is free. So then we'll do just literally, this will just be gaming. Just gaming time. Wait. I just barely discovered something in my brain. I can schedule gaming time. I know this is like generally really general info because you always remember whenever you're younger that you do like you have like specific amounts of time to do gaming. I can do that. I don't have to make it unscheduled. In fact, if I want to make things unscheduled, then that can be times where I just like walk to a mall or something and meet new people. Oh my god, I'm actually starting to like have big realizations here. Okay, so non Beat Saber. Okay. Just want to make sure I put a dash there. This happens weekly on Sunday. This Beat Saber. That's that. That works. Now, the next goal we have, or the next thing we need to focus on, is how do we want to structure this? So, we're on this one, and we are going to this week. To make sure that we have full grasp over the topic, or we have full grasp over the schedule, we're going to do this for a full month. So in that case, we'll do 2 weeks. So that's a full, what is it called? Yeah, so 7. That I don't know why it's not. That's not easy. That's not hard stuff. Okay. Wait, no, that's not the right thing. We need to have the calculator open. So, with this being open, we'll do so 4 weeks, 4. Obviously, this is really easy math, but I want to. Okay, so that's that. So then 100 divided by 28. Okay, so that's basically 3.6. Plus 3.6. We'll do this on the side here. So wait, no. We're doing it on this day because this is the starting day. So, start of edit over gaming test. All day. Good. Save. Okay. Then this editing over gaming 3.6%. Editing over gaming 7.2%. Save. Editing over gaming plus 3.6. 10.8%. %14.4%. Editing over gaming 18%. Editing over gaming 21.6%. Fuck. Wait, no. There, okay. Plus 3.6. Okay. Editing over gaming 25.2%. Save. Okay. Then the next one. Fuck. No. No. Weak. There we go. Thing over gaming 28.8%. Editing over gaming 32.4%. Editing over gaming 36%. Wow, that's actually a really solid number. Okay. Save. This is going to take a little while, but it's worth doing it because I need to know that I need to show that I'm actually doing it. I think something that's really helpful is me actually recording all these sessions, because then it actually makes me know that I'm actually doing stuff. And I'm about to have more of these videos published so that it shows like almost like a journal entry of the progress, because the last time I did something, I was like, oh, I have a refixation on my goals, but now we're actually going to start applying everything. And if we don't start applying everything, then we're getting nowhere, and this whole challenge is supposed to be getting somewhere. And if I'm not making substantial changes to being like, okay, we're making these changes to go farther than fantastic, we're not going anywhere. So I need to do this and also record it because it helps me. Which obviously none of you guys are like necessarily complaining or anything, nor do you want to complain. I am just saying my thought process. Now, 3.6. 39.6. What I'm doing here, in case it isn't clear, is I'm doing the same thing I did with my first schedule, which was like I did 2 weeks of like every day is a certain percentage, and if I keep on going, then by the end of it, it'll be a habit. And obviously with the content, considering that there are certain things within a sparse time, and considering we have 6 months of this, we can go through 6 iterations, if not if possible, of these things. So I just have to go through something hard, go stick to it, And then as soon as I go through it, then I know I've done it and I can tell if it works or not, and we'll see if anything productive happens. Because no matter what, we're gonna get shit done. It's just how much energy gets put into it. So we're gonna just stick through this until it's done. Editing over gaming. 43.2%. Editing over gaming. 46.8%. No, 50.4%. Ooh, rent. Fun. Okay, editing over. As soon as this gets to 54, or like to 100%, then I know that this full month has been completed and I can stop and I can just let it be a thing. And then we'll apply everything over gaming. 57.6%. Save. Editing over gaming. 61.2%. No, fuck. God damn it. Okay. No, we're just gonna do this and then do this, but wait, no. We need to just... Okay, there we go. Event. Editing over gaming. Do I have this? Okay, great. So there we go. 64.8%. Editing over gaming. 68.4%. Editing over gaming. 72%. Editing over gaming. 75.6%. Okay. Then the next week, editing over gaming. 79.2%. Editing over gaming. 82.8%. Editing over gaming. 86%. Save. Editing over gaming. 90%. Ooh, we're getting there. Hell yeah. Okay. Editing over gaming. 93.6%. Save. Editing over gaming. 97.2%. Editing over gaming. 'That is the final day. I'll just do 108%, 0.8%, because that's technically the thing. But fantastic. I'm glad I've done this. Hell yeah, guys. All right. So we have officially made ourselves a content schedule. Wait, no, that's incorrect. That is 100% incorrect. I need to make myself. Where does this start again? Yoink. Yoink. Okay. So then this week. So then this needs to be. If we're going to do anything. No. This doesn't need to be a thing. So from 4 to 5, roughly. Alone time. Every weekday. Fantastic. 5 to 6. Editing. Monday to Friday. 6 to 6:30. Wait, no. I'm wrong. I should do this for this whole hour. Beat Saber. Monday to Friday. Then after 7, it's complete free time. Oh, well, look at that. Shit, that's next week. I have a Cooking Machine concert I'm going to. That's what it is. That's exciting. That's really exciting. Okay, so that's next week. That's really fun. I have all sorts of I'm a big fan. I've been listening to his music for years. One of my favorite songs is Bubbles, and obviously one of my theme songs for my main channel is Heart by him. And then I have a lot of his merch, and I have custom glasses, and I have his mask, and I have his hat and stuff. I have a lot of stuff. Okay, so then fuck no, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, so then this until 9:45 is a good one. Because I know for a fact I ain't doing shit until 8 or 10. So we're just going to accept the fact that I won't do. Okay. Free time. And this will be weekly, Monday to Friday. What do I want to do because now I realize I have all this time, but I'm wondering if I'd all want to schedule free time or do alone time at all, or what the deal is. Like, whoa. Wait, no, I'm a dumbass. Not dumbass, that's mean to myself. What I can do is do 12 to 1. Free. No, alone time. Alone time. This is going to be weekly on Sunday. And this will also be alone time. Weekly on Saturday. So that I can at least have some time where it's all just me. It's just me doing my thing for 1 hour a day. And then after 1 p.m., it's completely everything else that I want to do. Whether that's reading, whether that's going on a hike, whether that's going out, whether that's, learning a violin, which I want to try and get, all that stuff, boom. So, I think we figured it out. What I would, yeah, no, because then with this, this whole thing will basically make it so that no matter what, I'm productive within these days, I'm productive within these hours, and no matter what, if I do start to have issues within these, I can figure that out any day. I just have to follow these regimens. Everything else is completely outside of the range. These are specific times I schedule for myself to have alone time. These are specific times where I work on everything. And these are also specific structured days for the days that I have my general job. And then all my weekends, I have my work time, I have my play time, and then everything else is like, let's explore, let's do things, let's have a fun time. I think this is a perfect start to a new schedule that I'm going to start tomorrow. And tomorrow is a perfect day because it's going to be the day where I like generally start to do everything. And then what I can also do is that on this Google Calendar, I can set up being like each day, like I can be like, okay, this day go, or actually no, that's what I can. Oh my god, I'm actually so smart. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, and in fact, okay, which one is this one? Video script. Okay, I can just go down here. I need to write it down somewhere. Write down video links into Google Calendar for each video you need to check on that day. Okay, so I did that. Now that that's out of the way, what we're gonna do is that every day, we're gonna have it be like, we're gonna put an event day for that, a schedule, like an event schedule for that day. Ooh. Nice. Look at this shit. Fuck. Look at this shit. It's already working, baby. We're getting the shit done. Let's fucking go, lads. All right. So, what I'm going to do next is when we start making videos, when we start doing all this shit, then I will be like, so I'll publish a video, right? Every video I publish, we'll publish it and then immediately put the link to that video in a day. We'll just like put it on a day, 2 days ahead and at the time. So we're going to say what time we uploaded it and then go 2 days ahead, say to check it. We're going to check the data, take notes, and then immediately use that in a database, which in that case, what we're going to do then is go to Google. Actually, no, I'm going to quickly, just in case I expose myself for naughty behavior, I need to go ahead and go to Google Docs and make myself, I need to make myself a notepad. A notepad. Okay. Video data notes. And what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to do long forms, short forms. Long forms, we're going to do no 48 48 48 48. We're just gonna make ourselves a template. Date. 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 48. Okay. So, what I think we'll do is that we'll do each short form. We'll do, oh wait, shit, date. title. "48 hours." Okay, there we go. That's a good format, actually. Back, no, there we go. And then title. Title. Yoink. "48 dash." And we'll do the same thing here. Date. Yoink. Title. "48. Okay. We already know what general data to go off of. So, long forms, 48. Click-through rate. AVD. And what was the other one? We'll do retention. Huh. Get another alert for it. Okay. Retention. And views. We might as well for the views. So that should be the format that we generally follow, is just date, title, CTR, AVD, retention, views. And this will be, we'll make sure we keep track of every single one. We're going to go ahead and pin this, because this is going to be very important. So we'll keep track of every single one that happens. And then in the future, if we need to, we'll use this for now. But in the future, if we need to, we'll go ahead and change it to where we'll use Google Sheets. But for now, we'll do this because it'll be easier. And if we don't do anything, then whatever. So that'll be the general gist. Anyway, seems like okay, so we've got a schedule up. We've got ourselves some stuff to focus on. I'm excited. This is new stuff. We're going to start getting going, and everything is going to be fine and dandy. It's going to be amazing. Now, yeah. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in another update. Have a lovely one.